Okay, so now we have a more recent build and battle. This one is for perfect order. Let's use our free entry. And we get the superior deck. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so Skyform, Shaman, Sunflowers, and Leaf Step. Then the Snivy line. Wow, that's it. Okay. So let's look at the rest. Puffin, Bug Catching Set, Ultra Ball, Force of Vitality, of course. Dawn, Drayton. Interesting inclusion. Lacey, pretty good in build and battle. Lana's Aid, nice. Lilies, and Rosa's. Rosa's encouragement, of course, being important because that's what pairs with the solar coiling. Surfer, growing grass energy, and basic grass energy. Let's see what we get in the packs. Okay, so I don't think I got anything that's really helpful. Let's take a look. Okay, so it does come with 2 Ultra Balls. There's the Drayton. Let's just get rid of those. And I did get an extra Rose of Encouragement, so that's good. That'll help. For the solar coiling, you just need to have one in your discard pile, so whether I use it or whether I discard it would satisfy the requirement. And I got several Pokepads, so I want those. There's 40. Let's just go ahead and take those out. Put this in, because with the Pokepad, I can grab anything in the deck. And why is it being so difficult? Okay, there we go. Finally was able to get the plain ones to show up. And yeah, I think we'll go with this 40. I'm just making one last check here. Yeah, a full Vivillon line would have been cool. Spinarak, Ariados. I mean, tempting, but I don't think it's necessary. We're just going to focus on this because this Shaman has a free retreat. That's nice. And then that Send Flowers can help you power up your superior. So yeah, nothing more to change here. And let's go for it. Match 1, build and battle. Okay, and I don't win the coin flip. Opponent is going first. That's not great, because I feel like whoever evolves tends to be the one. Oh, but Shaman, I can send flowers, so that's actually not too bad. And what's nice is it helps both power you up and thins the deck out, so you can have a better chance of drawing into the other stuff. Okay, and so it's a fighting deck. What is the deck? Ooh, that was 2 mulligans. Okay. Oh my gosh. Bug Catching Set and Forest of Vitality. And it's Landorus, which is weak to grass. Binacle, weak to grass. Unless they have something that isn't weak to grass, this game could be over very quickly. So Fighting Gong, another Binacle. Like, oh wow, and I top deck another Force or Bug Catching Set. I don't want to put the Forest of Vitality in just yet because I can't play it or I can't use it on my first turn. So we'll just grab some more stuff here. Put you on the bench. Okay, and I do get a Servine. That's nice. So next turn I'll be able to go straight into Superior. Wow, and yeah, I could just two-shot it with this Leaf Step. And unless they get an extra attachment, they're not going to be able to take me out with their first attack. Okay, so there's the Barbarical, so they are going to get it as long as they have at least 2 fighting in hand. Stone Arms. Oh, and Lacey, well, they only get 4 cards. Because we still have 4 prizes. Yeah, 2 energy for Rock Tumble, 3 for that Screw Knuckle. They do get a second Landorus. And there's the other energy. Okay, so Screw Knuckle, knockout, like I said. Okay, so let's put you down. Forest of Vitality. Superior. Growing Grass. And yeah, this is plenty for a knockout. It would have been even without the weakness. Wow, and I just have a handful of grass. Okay, next Landorus. So they're going to need to triple attach, and even then it won't be a knockout. It's doable if they get another Barbarical and have 2 more energies. And they do have to be fighting energy, so maybe they should have done Drayton first. Well, I'm not sure. It just depends on what they are able to grab here. Okay, another Landorus. Stone Arms. Oh, Enhanced Hammer. Okay, that's a good call. Takes away my Growing Grass energy. Sets up a 2-hit KO. But I've got plenty of energy in my hand. Let's Lilies just to get a whole new hand of 6. And we'll just put you down because that does boost my damage. So now it's 200 thanks to weakness. Okay, and they're in the same situation. They need to triple attach in order to knock me out, and they have even fewer cards in hand this time. So I don't think it's going to happen. Colress will let them search for a Stadium and an Energy. And they do go for the Rocky Fighting. Oh, Gravity Mountain. Brings me down to 130. There's the Rocky Fighting. Stone Arms for the basic fighting. Rock Tumble. Yikes, that is rough when you have to 3-hit KO something that can 1-hit KO so many things. So let's Pokepad. Grab another Servine. And yeah, we can just start powering up that one. Let's Dawn. Just grab a bunch of other stuff here. And there's a Concede. Yeah, because I was about to have double Servine. Next turn I could have triple Superior and was taking 1-hit knockouts. So, okay. First match is a win thanks to weakness. Okay, second match. Let's go. See what we got this time. Okay, opponent 1 deciding who goes first. And they're choosing to go first. Okay, and just the 1 basic for me. Not great. Okay, and they started the Shaman, which means this is a mirror match. And already putting down the forest. Okay. I mean, I guess in this case it kind of makes sense because we're both going to have the forest, and putting it down means that's one less card in your deck that you have to worry about, because even though they can't take advantage of it immediately, now starting this turn they can, which is bad. I should not have done that reckless charge, because if they are able to get Servine and Superior, I think I could lose already. Yeah, Regal Command. Oh, why did they do that? They literally could have won the game. Regal Command would have done 80 damage. They must not have seen it. They're thinking of powering up for that second attack. Okay, well, let's do this. Servine, Superior. Problem is, I don't have anyone else on the bench, so my Regal Command does basically nothing. Yeah, it's only the 20 for the one that I have in the active. Rose's Encouragement is like the worst supporter to get early game because you can only use it if you are behind on prizes. Sunflowers again. I don't think they know what they're doing. Why are you sending flowers to Shaman? Okay, well, so let's grab you. Let's get a Snivy down. Another Snivy down. Now we can have another Servine. And let's give you that last energy. I guess I didn't need to do that. Regal Command also would have been a knockout. Okay, Lilies. Servine. Okay, Solar Coiling only hits for 100. They don't have a Rosas in the discard. And neither do I, and I can't use the one that's in my hand. So, honestly, I think I made a mistake taking out my Ultra Balls and putting in these Pokepads. Because if I had the Ultra Ball, I could have just discarded the Rosas even if I wasn't using it, and that would have been a knockout on the Superior. Yeah, because they're going to take this Superior out. I don't have the return KO. And they already have a backup Superior themselves. Okay, so it's a deck building mistake by me, but also, even if I had done that, and if they had seen their line of play to get the win on turn 2, it wouldn't have mattered. Bro, just take the KO. There it is. Okay. Second match is a loss. But at least I lost to the mirror. I don't know. We'll see what we can do here. Okay, let's try this again. So first, let's change out one of those energies because I had a handful of energy that I just couldn't use. Let's bring in one of these Ultra Balls back. That way, even if I can't use the Rose's Encouragement, I can discard the Rose's Encouragement using the Ultra Ball. And hopefully that little tweak allows me to win this match number 3 for the perfect order build and battle. Okay, and I get to go first, so that's great. All right. Wow, okay, so I'm getting the reverse here. So instead of a handful of energy, I've got a handful of Pokemon. Let's just put them all down, starting with the Shaman in the active because it can retreat for free. When I start the Roses again, draw a Dawn. I mean, I can't use any supporter first turn. It's just really unfortunate I don't have an energy for the first turn. But I can't attack first turn either, so it's not the worst thing considering Superior can attack for 1 using that Regal Command. And they got double Snivy on the bench, send flowers, and they do use it for the Growing Grass energy, so it does work on special energy. That's good to know. And I draw into another Pokemon, still no energy. But at least let's Dawn. We can grab out the line of 3. I do have the Forest of Vitality, so once I do get the energy, I'll be able to go and straight attack with Superior. Max bench means max damage with the Regal Command, and I just have to pass again. Okay, and they get Drayton, so they can search the top, I think it's 6 or 7, grab a Pokemon and a trainer card there. And they get Snivy plus Bug Catching Set. Servine, another Servine, Bug Catching Set for the 3rd Servine, and another Grass Energy. Wow, they are having a much better setup than I am. And Sunflowers. Growing Grass to that one as well. That's actually really smart because Bug Catching Set only works on basic energy. It does not work on special energy. So you send flowers on the ones you can't search out, and then Bug Catching Set for the ones that do work. So yeah, they know what they're doing. There's a 3rd Servine. They got a Superior on the bench. Lacey only gets them 4, but I mean, their hand was low, so. And there we go. So Regal Command can start swinging, and it will take a knockout. So that is their first prize. I'm going to give them another Shaman because free retreat, and also I don't need it. My goodness. Still no energy. Gone through half the deck and still not seeing a single energy. Oh my gosh, Bug Catching Set. Another Superior, another Grass Energy. Another Drayton. So it is 7. So reveal the top, look at the top 7. Select a Pokemon and trainer. 3rd Superior. Wow. Okay. So it's Shaman again. This is ridiculous. And finally an energy. Okay, and the only Pokemon in the discard are Shamans that have been knocked out. They are 2 prizes ahead. I still have to take all 4. So attach to Superior, retreat with Shaman. And Regal Command is not even a 2-shot at this point, thanks to their Growing Grass energy, and thanks to my reduced bench. But I'll do 80 here, and I can get another Pokemon on the bench next turn and do the 100. They Dawn. Dawn just for a Snivy. Well, I guess they already have triple superior in play, so what do they even need? Okay, and I get another superior, but I don't have my second Servine. And I also don't have a second energy. This is awful. Yeah, let's use the Ultra Ball. Discard one of those. Discard the superior. I can't even use it right now, and I'll be able to recover it using the Lana's Aid next turn. But here, putting the Snivy on the bench does increase Regal Command to 100. That is a knockout. Not ideal that it took 2 hits to do it when they're already 2 prizes ahead, but I don't really have much choice right now. And I do get another Grass Energy from the prizes, so that helps, but it's still not enough. Because it can absolutely take a knockout this turn. Question is with who? So yeah, Regal Command. I've only got 60 HP left, so they have plenty of Pokemon for it for sure. And they Ultra Ball to get rid of the Rosas, which is smart because that'll give them the damage boost. They won't be able to use it because they're ahead on prizes. So that's a strategy I will have to keep in mind. Surfer to the other Shaman, which has free retreat, into Superior to take the knockout. And smartly, they are doing it on the one that only has the 1 energy, saving the Superior that has 3 energy, so it can take the big Solar Coiling knockout if and when it's needed. Poffin for the last thing in my deck that I can grab. And wow, they have gone through their deck quite a bit. So they thinned a lot. And I don't even know. I mean, I can Lana's. I'm going to grab back some of this stuff so I can try to take a knockout, but I think this is going to be a 2-shot also. Bench. Evolve. Evolve. Regal Command for 120. Pokemon Catcher, okay. Well, it's Tails anyway. What would they go for? Oh, well, I guess, if they were to hit anything else, it would be a win, because their Regal Command hits 80. No, it's 100. So, yeah, my active is the only one it wouldn't have knocked out. And finally starting to get some energy, although it is definitely too little, too late. Regal Command would take it out, but yeah, I'm just going to do the thing. At least go out with a bang. As big of a hit as I can get. Solar Coiling to 50. But of course, they're going to be able to do the exact same to me next turn. So it is not going to matter that much. I don't know why I even promote the Shaman at this point. I mean, you have it. And why even attach the extra energy? Unnecessary. Alright, well, second mirror and second loss, but I'm blaming the RNG on that one. The opening hand and the draws were just not kind to me whatsoever. Okay, match number 4. Let's go. All right. I do get to go first. That's great. And bunch of basics. No energy yet again. Not great. And Rose's Encouragement in my opening hand again. That's the third match in a row. Okay, at least on top deck the energy. We are facing the Doublade deck, which is the deck that I got physically. So I actually did get that Doublade deck. I have the Doublade promo, and it can be dangerous. So let's see how we need to set up. At least I have Shaman, and I can do the... Well, I can't send flowers yet, but they can't get an attack off the first turn. Well, they could, but it's not going to be for much. If they cut, that's only 10 damage. No big deal. And they went with the Pokeball. Going for the coin flip. They did get the heads, so that's a third Hone Edge. But honestly, I think they should have gone for Doublade and kept it in the hand, because Doublade's attack does damage based on your Hone Edge Doublade and Aegislash that you have in your hand. And all you have to do is reveal them. So you don't even have to discard them or do anything with them. So if they play too much, that limits their damage output. But of course, you know, they only have to hit 160, 180, and it does 60 for each one you reveal. So if you keep 3 in the hand, you're going to one-shot everything that I've got. But I did get a Buddy Poffin, another couple things hit the bench. Dawn for that, and Sunflowers. And you notice my Leaf Step did nothing. So they do resist me. So I'm going to have to do extra damage in order to take my knockouts. Luckily, Regal Command is enough as long as the bench stays full. They Poffin for nothing. Hilda, that's smart. Pokepad. Oh yeah, and Pokepad's going to be great in that deck too. Because basically all you have to do is have one Doublade with the energy to attack, keep the rest in your hand. Yeah, weaponized swords. 60 damage for each one. And they reveal 2. That's all they need to. Ooh, at this point, it's not... Regal Command is not a knockout. But at least Ignition Energy goes to the discard, so they can only have a maximum of 4 of those in the deck. Okay, and there's just the one in there, which is unfortunate. I only have Roses. Oh man, Regal Command only hitting 70. That's bad. So they'll need to reveal 3 and have another Ignition Energy to take a knockout this turn. Okay, Chorus. Oh man, Stadium and Ignition. Full Metal Lab, that's awful. So now they damage reduced by 60. They do reveal 3. So half the hand is sword stuff. And I really don't want to promote the Superior, because I'm going to have to use this Rose's Encouragement before I'm able to take a knockout. And Pokepad is not what I wanted to see. Well, let's use it. Let's grab another... No, let's do Superior. That way I'll have 2 of them. This is bad. But Shaman is the most expendable thing. Yeah, we'll just end turn. Yikes, this is going to be a knockout for sure. That's the thing about these build-in battles, when there's like no hand disruption. I am just getting steamrolled. But they must not have energy. They had to Waitress and got nothing. Ah, spoke too soon. Okay, well there's the 3rd weaponized swords. And their 3rd prize. So if they have Ignition Energy or a way to get Ignition Energy, I just lose. So I'm going to go ahead and Rosa's. There's only the one energy in the discard, but I need... and Regal Command does nothing. Oh, that's awful. Because it's 60, 20 times 3, and then natural resistance from being metal, and then Full Metal Lab reducing damage by 30. So I just Regal Commanded for 0. And this Dawn is going to let them grab even more swords. They just got 2, so that must be what was left in the deck. They played down the Hone Edge. I don't know if that's good. Okay, second Doublade. Another Doublade. What are they doing? They're playing all these cards from the hand. Oh, they don't have energy. That still seems like a bad idea. Okay. And I just pass, because Regal Command does nothing. If I had one more Pokemon on the bench, I could at least do 20 damage, but that's... oh my gosh, that's so bad. That would still take another knockout. Another hit for the knockout. Okay. So, yeah, I'll attach it. I mean, the threshold is still 3. At least this way, I take with the Force of Vitality. Full Metal Lab is gone, so it's only reduced by 30. That's one prize. And if I can get another Grass, I'll be able to hit the Coiling. Never mind. Enhanced Hammer removes my special energy. Full Metal Lab removes my Forest. So... yeah, they're going to make it hard. But at least with Poffin and Shaman, I'll get to do something. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so 40. So this is a 3-shot. It's not great, but it's not nothing. Okay, Pokepad for nothing. Yeah, they have nothing left to thin out. They evolved to Aegislash. Okay, so maybe that's a weird choice, because that's just kind of playing to survive instead of playing to win. Alright, and there's my Grass energies. So, let's play 1. Pokepad. Do I have anything left? No. And let's, yeah, Regal Command again. Is Ignition Energy the only energy they have in that deck? That doesn't seem like a good decision. Because then you run into situations like this, like, yeah, you only need 4 prizes to win, but that means you have to use every single one of those Ignition Energies. Okay, and do they have a way to recover? Because they still only need 3 in the hand. There is 1 Metal Energy attached to the Doublade now. They have 4 cards in hand. I do this, evolve there. And now I can Solar Coiling. Rose's Encouragement is in the discard, so that's a knockout. So they need another energy and 3 swords, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 accounted for. Nothing left to grab with Dawn. Yeah, they just give me the Hone Edge. They don't have it. They gotta have some kind of recovery in the deck, though. And hoping they can get it before I take my last prizes. Let's get rid of the Forest. Or sorry, get rid of the Metal Lab with the Forest. Bug Catching for an energy. And I don't really need to do any of those, so... Solar Coiling, another knockout. I wonder, either they need the recovery or their Ignition is prized. Let's see, will they get another attack before I knock them out? Pokepad for nothing. And there's the Concede. So, yeah, they were digging for something and they couldn't get it. They were just crossing their fingers for a good top deck, but wow. They took 3 prizes before I was able to take any. Definitely looked like a loss. But that's a win. Okay, last match of the Build and Battle. Let's see if we can end it on a high note. And I get no Pokemon. Well, no basics, I should say. Okay, double Snivy. Lacey, which I don't think I've seen, like, basically this whole time. It's like I knew that was in there. Okay, and it's another mirror match. Wow. So out of 5 matches, I have faced Superior 3 times. Oh, but it's not an exact mirror. They've got Halucha in there. And I think Halucha comes in the Binacle deck, which I did face. So Landorus, Binacle, Doublade, then Superior. I don't know what the 4th one is for Perfect Order. But anyway, we use Dawn to grab some more Pokemon. Question is, do I attach this to the active or just put it on the bench somewhere? Because I don't really want to lose the Growing Grass energy immediately. I'm going to wait. Yeah, this is a hybrid deck. They also have the Landorus. So it looks like they got the Superior and then got Halucha and Landorus in the booster packs and incorporated them, but I'm not sure why. Maybe for type coverage? Is the other Perfect Order deck Lightning? But it's like Grass isn't weak to Lightning, so why would you need that type coverage? I don't know. I'm confused about their deck. Okay, so now let's do that. So Halucha, Vengeful Kick. Yeah, Landorus with that Screw Knuckle. And I don't want to Lacey yet. I kind of want him to take this knockout on the Snivy, because then I'll be able to Lacey for 8 after I evolve into Superior. Okay, and they Lilies. And they're content to just leave steps, so they know Shaman can retreat for free, and if it goes down, they have the bigger attackers on the bench. Okay, Superior. And let's leave it there. We'll just let them take the knockout, and then I'll Poffin, because that'll let me grab 2 more. And they have 2 Superiors with 1 energy each. Okay, so there's the knockout. Okay, so now let's Poffin. Get the last 2 basics. And I did Lilies, but I should have done Lacey. Oh gosh, this is just a disaster. Okay, well, let's do Bug Catching Set and get another Superior, another energy. Let's make Primary Superior a little beefier. Pokepad for Servine. And Wriggle Command, take a knockout. Okay, first prize is a shaman. Okay, and they don for just superior. And they're powering up superior on the bench. And honestly, I maybe should have saved, because I can give it the third energy for that solar coiling, but I don't have the Rose's encouragement, and they're not basic energies, so the Rose's encouragement wouldn't let me accelerate those either. And I'm also missing things, or rather they're in the prizes, so Dawn did nothing. So Regal Command again, and this is looking bad. Wow, they have rocky fighting energy as well. Superior goes down. And we're basically just trading blows. I know Pokepad, there's nothing left to grab. We'll just use it to burn it. Let's go with the Regal Command. I'm not using Lana yet because I don't have an energy to retrieve. Let's grab this prize here. Oh, speaking of energy. And so now we're even on prizes. Just trading blow for blow. They don't have enough energy for solar coiling, and they haven't used a Roses yet. I haven't seen one hit the discard yet. They'll be able to take my superior before I can take theirs. Yeah, Regal Command is just 100, but plenty for a 2-hit KO. Okay, there's the Roses. But I don't have another grass. That is rough. See, this is where the growing grass energy is working against me. Even though it gives me the extra health, that extra health has not made a difference. And it can't be searched by the bug catching set. It also can't be accelerated by the Roses. You can't retrieve it with Alana's aid. And they have 2 extra attackers in the back. Okay, so let's go Servine. Okay. So let's attach. Let's Lana. 1, 2, 3. Snivy. Superior. Okay, Regal Command, knockout. Well, the thing is, okay, so they're Lacey. So they're not going to Roses. Can they get a Roses in the discard? No, they're not going to be able to double attach to this. So they're going to have to read command. Yep, there it is. It's only 80, but it is enough. It's exactly half my health. So another one will be a one-shot. Or rather, it's a two-shot regardless. So let's Ultra Ball, discard these two. I know there's nothing left to grab. Oh no, I can't Roses. I have to be behind on prizes, and we're even on prizes. Oh my gosh, that was the only way that I could have won. And the problem is, if I had Ultra Balled last turn, like, Roses only works to a stage 2, and all of my stage 2s were in the discard or in the prizes. I needed the Superior that I just got off the prizes to be in the deck, and then I could have won. And I just noticed how they had one card left in deck. So, took it down to the wire, but it did not work out. Come on. Why? There's the Regal Command. So I lost every mirror. Wow, okay. I even did more damage in that one. So ending record, 2 wins, 3 losses. Let's grab those rewards. For 1 new promo card.